Hey, I'm Brock Savage, and I'm going to walk you through how I recorded music in the audio software Pro Tools for my project. Okay, when you first put your Pro Tools CD into your computer, you should get a window like this. Click on Install Pro Tools, and it should bring you to some basic steps that it will want you to complete to install your software. Somewhere along the way, you should come to a window that looks like this one, and this is a very important step because Pro Tools will ask you to install an audio driver. Now, an audio driver is a device that you can use to get music into your software and into your computer. So here it gives you the options of this little USB device, a USB microphone, a Fast Track Pro, or any other M-Audio driver. I chose the Fast Track Pro mainly because it is so versatile. You can mess with levels, volume levels, mixing stuff, gain. You can run microphones, electric guitars, electric basses, all that good stuff into there, and run it into GarageBand or Pro Tools or whatever audio software you're using. And keep in mind that whichever one of these you choose, and you have to choose one, Pro Tools will not open without that being connected, so choose wisely. Okay, and if you have problems, like I had a few problems even starting it up, it wouldn't let me start Pro Tools up, you can always go on the internet and download driver patches, which upon installing them and downloading them should let you open Pro Tools or get it to function right. And there are just a bunch of different websites for that, like the M-Audio website or any other one. Okay, here is what I used for my project. I used an acoustic guitar, the Fast Track Pro, an M-Audio MIDI for electric instruments like strings or bass or drum sets or anything you can't actually physically play. A Shure SM57 microphone. It is a very high quality microphone for recording vocals or guitar or any acoustic instrument. And a Sony shotgun mic, which is also a very good microphone. Okay, when you first start up Pro Tools, it would bring you to this screen. It will bring you to this screen. What it's going to ask you to do here is basically choose what type of session you want. So if you're playing electric guitar, you can choose guitar. If you're playing with a MIDI, you can choose piano, keyboards, and it will give you software instruments. If you're playing with a microphone, like recording your vocals or acoustic guitar, you can choose vocals or acoustic instrument. And if you're just doing anything else, it's got like podcast and movie soundtrack and songwriting and just a couple of different things like that. Okay. When you get into your session, you should automatically notice, if you're familiar with GarageBand, some similarities between the two. For example, you have tracks on both, your instrument tracks. You have settings for the instruments. On GarageBand, it's over on the right. You have your playhead, start, stop, stuff like that. But there are also many differences you can see. Some of the things are placed differently. There are some different editing tools, which we'll talk about later. One of the big differences is these settings that you can use in Pro Tools. In GarageBand, you can choose your instrument, click on a setting, and it's going to be a kind of a basic change, and that's about all you're going to get. You can go in and tweak a little bit, but not as much as Pro Tools. In Pro Tools, you can choose an instrument you want and go in, and you can choose like MIDI instruments too and things like that. See, like here, strings, just different types of strings. Anyway, you can choose the instrument you want and go in and choose each effect that you want to be reflected in your final recording. So like here it has compression, equalization, and reverb. After that, you can go in and you can tweak with the knobs here to get specific sounds, or you can go over and kind of choose defaults. And there are a lot more than in GarageBand too. You can choose some defaults that will reflect that in your final recording, like all these over here, just based on what instrument you're playing. Okay. One of the big final things in Pro Tools is arming to record. And what I mean by that, in GarageBand, it's as simple as clicking on your track and hitting the record button and playing your instrument. In Pro Tools, you only have to take one extra step, but it can be a little bit confusing for people who are new to this. All you have to do is come over here to your instrument track, the ones that you want to record, and click this little red button, the little red record button. And that should arm it to record. And what you can do with this, if you want to record like vocals and guitar at the same time, it will allow you to arm more than one track specifically for that, if you're set up for that. And then after you do that, all you have to do is come up here and click the big record button in the playhead and arm the entire thing to record, and then hit play and you're ready to go. Okay guys, this has just been a quick little rundown on Pro Tools and how you can kind of get set up and use it yourself. Bye.